Hello, hello, hello. Ugh. My back is so crunchy. I'm the crunchiest man alive. I'm also warm. Incredibly warm. But I suppose that's commonplace nowadays. Because I am silly. Um, I don't really know what's going on with my body. I guess the testosterone is kicking in or something. But I've been excessively warm and also hungry at every second. And it's very confusing because before this I was not hungry like ever. And I was very cold all the time. But now it's like the opposite. Is this what men feel like? I don't know, dude. Anyways, I'm setting up my studio right now. So, soon? What do you mean by this? Okay. Okay. I believe you. Alright, gamers. I'm back from the dead. Hello. It's been a bit, specifically a week since the last time I streamed, because your boy has been excessively, busy. And also mildly depressed. But mostly busy. I hope everybody's been doing well. I hope you've been vibing sufficiently. I definitely have. And that's why I'm telling you this. That's why I'm having this stream today, because I want to tell you guys what I've been up to this weekend. Because this weekend was a convention. I went to a convention, yay! And I cosplayed. So, I would like to tell you about my escapades in cosplay. I don't have a lot of pictures to accompany it because a lot of the time at conventions we just take pictures at the end of the night of our little outfits and then call it a day. However, I have a few. I have a few, and if I can pull them up, then I will pull them up. But until then, we are here, and we survive. But how is everybody doing? Is everybody doing well? Are we doing okay? Because I would like to think I'm doing. That's a lie. Today was kind of mid. I spent like half of it sleeping because I was exhausted. But so is life, I suppose. Good, I am alive. That's really great. I'm so glad. It would suck if you weren't. I'm trying to think of where to begin with my story. Yeah, last week I was like rushing to try to get everything done in the right amount of time. And thankfully I did finish everything. But on Monday and Tuesday, And Wednesday, my brain was just going, you don't have anything done. You're gonna die. You're gonna die. You're gonna die. And I was like, no! Do not. Do not. So I've been trying to specifically work on that. But Thursday is the day that we left for con, because I have this like quirky fun thing that I do where I like to leave for cons a day early so that I have time to check in and get to the hotel and not have to wait in a 7,000 meter line to check in. So that was really cool. It's very odd seeing convention centers ahead of time when everything is still being set up and everything is really empty. Because for the most part, you're used to seeing cons and you're used to seeing everybody dressed up and walking around and all of that. And if you go a day early, everybody's just gone. There's like a few people that are there, but no one's in cosplay. That's also a lie. I saw Scaramouche on Thursday. I was like, damn, it's not even con day, and you're going full Scara mode. This is sick. But yeah, we checked into the hotel. It was normal pilled individuals. Yes, that's what it's like. That's what it's like. But from that, we got into the room, and everything was pretty much chill. There wasn't really any hassle in terms of that. But the one thing that I will say that I'm still trying to recover from is the food. The food, I am like very heavily lactose intolerant. And so I'll have like something with cheese on it and my body will want to blow up. And so in convention centers, you would think that they would have options for people that are like lactose intolerant, considering it's one of the most common allergies besides like peanuts. But no, they don't even let you take the cheese off of burgers. They just have them pre-made and they're like, you want these? That'll be $600. And so I came home and immediately started making myself good food, because the entire weekend I've been thriving off of like freezer food and chicken tenders and like noodles, and that's it. It was awful. I'm surprised my stomach is still intact. But anyways, back to the timeline. $600. No, I was exaggerating. But like for one sandwich, it's like $8 to $10. And it's not even like a good sandwich. It just tastes like for example, on like Friday, I woke up and got into my silly little outfit, which was Maid Sebastian, Catboy Maid Sebastian from Black Butler. I woke up Friday and got into Catboy Maid Sebastian, and I was matching with my sister, and we were doing Catboy Maid Sebastian and CL. And so I was like, man, we should get food. And so we go to get food at the convenience store downstairs, and like a Jimmy Dean reheatable refrigerator ass sandwich with like English muffin, egg, sausage, and cheese that was like the size of my palm. It was like $8.50, maybe like $9.25 with tax. It was fucked up. Hello, Zen. Welcome. It was fucked up. Like, why am I spending more than this probably costs on this sandwich? And I know that it tasted like Jimmy Dean sandwiches. Muffins? I didn't say muffin, I said English muffin. Cal can't hear anything. Cal cannot understand the English language. It was an English muffin with sausage, egg, and cheese. And they just had a container of it. Horrible. But yeah, we had that, and I was like, this is an experience. And then we went to the center and just walked around. That's like 90% of conventions. It's just going to the dealer's hall and seeing what people want to upcharge you for. But the craziest thing happened on the first day, because I would like to say that I'm a pretty lucky person. My sister thinks that, like, I'm blessed by some sort of gacha god, because anytime that there's a mystery box of some kind, I always pull a character that I like. This weekend, no exception, but I will talk about that later. And so, we got to the center, and within minutes of being there, we went to Artist Alley, and an artist that has a bag, like an Ida bag, that's themed after Genshin Visions, was there. And, they hadn't been at cons for like a year. And so my sister bought a bag from them a year ago. And I was like, ooh, maybe I shouldn't, because it was like $80, and I didn't want to spend that much on something at the time. So I was like, but I've wanted one ever since, because I've wanted to make a Diluc Ida bag, because I have so many Diluc themed merch. So I immediately marched up to them and bought the Ida bag, because it was completely sold out online. The Kickstarter was over. Like, there was no way for me to get it besides the booth at the con. So literally within minutes of being into the con center, I had already found something that I've wanted. But that's not the only thing. That's not the only thing that immediately showed up. So eventually, we were walking around artists, and we wanted to go back to dealers, because someone wanted to look for a figure, or we just wanted to look around at the dealers first. And so we were walking, and I'm not, I wouldn't say I'm like a sneakerhead. Like, I'm not a big shoe guy, but I am very interested in shoes that are neato, things of that nature. So, a while ago, there's a shoe designer by the name of Anthony Wang, and he makes themed sneakers off of like popular what's it called? Like popular pieces of media. So like, he's made Evangelion shoes, he's made Genshin shoes, he's made like a bunch of different very cool looking shoes. And so I was like, damn, these are so sick, but I can't buy them because they're so expensive, or like they didn't have them in stock, or like whatever, right? Why is it that I get to the center, I show up, I get to the dealer's hall, and he has a booth? He literally had a booth with every single shoe that I've been wanting for the past, like, year and a half, 2 years. And I was like, damn! Like, my luck this con has been fucking insane. And I was able to try on, like, so many different shoes that they had, and things that were sick, bro. It was an ethereal experience. But eventually I bought these, which haven't been in stock for a while. But I bought these. They have the Diluc thing on the side. the wolf thing. I don't know specifically what it's called, but I got these, and they're really cool. They're coming in on Friday, so that's awesome. Yeah, he makes a bunch of really cool shoes. I suggest checking him out. Anyways, that was really cool. So right off the bat, I spent a hefty chunk of cash, but that's okay. And we just kind of went around the con eventually. There was a giant cutout of Miss Hina on one of the booths that had a lot of Genshin fan art, and I took a picture with her because obviously, but I don't have that picture right now because we haven't shared all of them specifically yet. But when I have it, I will post it to the Discord. But yeah, we just kind of meandered, went to a bunch of panels, things of that nature, and then we kind of just went home. But the real debacle happened on Saturday, because Saturday was one of the most packed days of the con, I would say. At every single convention that you go to, whether it be big or small or Midwestern or East Coast or West Coast or literally outside of the United States, they will always be busiest on Saturday because that's when everybody is free. So on Saturday, we went around and me and my sister matched again. We were the girl Reagan and Mob disguises from one of the episodes of Mob Psycho. And we were just walking around having a good time. And we found there was a seller selling keychains of Leon Kennedy from Resident Evil, and there was one where it was him holding a gun in a heart shape. He was in a heart that was like pink and lacy, and it was really cute, and she got it obviously, but it was really silly. And so that was cool. And then also we were walking around the hall and a bunch of people loved our cosplays. Like a bunch of the artists specifically went out of their way to say that they liked our cosplays or like to take pictures of us or something. It was really awesome. But when we were like about to leave the hall, there was like a group, a big group of other Mob Psycho cosplayers. And they came up to us very excitedly and they were like, "Are you guys what we think you are?" And we were like, "Yes." And they were like, "Oh my god." And so like we formed a little bit of a crowd by accident because this big group of cosplayers wanted to take a picture of us, and then other people wanted to take a picture of us, and then some people wanted to take pictures with us, and I have never felt more like a celebrity in my entire life. It was incredible. I feel like a celebrity. And so, those pictures were silly, and it was really cool. Then, later that day, we were getting hungry. Later that day, we were getting hungry, so we decided to order some pizzas. And this is where the fucked up stuff happens. So, unfortunately, I have, like, the chronic illness in it, and so it makes me very susceptible to, like, food allergies, or, like, very specific things. Yeah, I'm sorry for the breakage. I am hoping to get that fixed at some point soon. I need to really get Ethernet at some point. But, basically, we ordered a pizza, and, usually from this place, with pizzas in general, I usually don't hurt as much if I get a gluten-free crust. I'm not really sure why, but I guess maybe the gluten makes it harder on my stomach to digest if it's greasy. So, I just got that because that's what usually makes my stomach not fucking explode. However, I have to get it without cheese as well. And that's also because I'm lactose intolerant. And if I have things with cheese, I shit and fart and die. And it's never good. It's never fine. The only time that I can tolerate lactose is if it's like one very thin slice of cheese on a sandwich and I take a Lactaid, and even then I'm getting like gurgles later. Hi, Dan! So, we get 2 pizzas, and we get mine with all of the special things where it's like gluten-free crust, no cheese, pepperoni, sausage, like that kind of thing. And I feel like such a asshole every time I order these things because I'm like, man, I'm so specific. I'm really sorry. When it's literally a create your own pizza, so you're supposed to add stuff to it. Anyways. We get these things, we order them, everything's chill. We get them back, and my pizza comes back, and it's cheese. There's so much cheese on it. There's like in it. It's like if you put extra cheese on cheese. I was like, this isn't right. And so, usually when things like this happen, I pull a little bit of a Karen, and by Karen I mean just asking for the right thing. Advocating for yourself, I guess. And so I'm like, I call them and I'm like, hey, you got the pizza wrong. I can't have this. Can you just send another one, please? And they go, okay. And then they hang up. And so, like, they said that they would get it to us in 30 minutes. Or they would call and something like that. And they didn't call, so I thought it was going to be fine. An hour passes. My tummy is starting to hurt because of lack of food. Still no word from them. And then we realize that the pizza wasn't ordered under my name. It was ordered under my friend's name. And my friend's phone had died 10 minutes ago. And so we were like, uh-oh. And so we charge his phone. And his phone has like 3 missed calls, 3 text messages. And it's like, oh no. We missed the pizza delivery. So we call them back. And they say, hey, if the pizza isn't, if it wasn't delivered and no one grabbed it, they would just leave it with the front desk. And so we were like, okay, it must be with the front desk. And so we call the front desk and they won't answer us. So we're like, okay, I guess we have to march down there. And at this point, I'm like out of cosplay. I'm like half naked. And so they have to go down and like figure this out. And they go to the front desk and nobody has said anything. Like they go up to the front desk and they're like, hey, there's a pizza here. And they're like, what? What pizza? And we're like, okay, awesome. And so we have to call them a 3rd time. And I'm like, hey, I'm really sorry. But the pizza's not there. And then they put us in touch with the manager. And his name was George. Thank you, George. And he said, oh, I think somebody must have snatched it, I guess. Because our drivers are supposed to leave them with the staff, hotel staff, if you don't get them. And so they have to send another pizza. They have to send another one. And I was like, ah! And so I made them give them my number so that it would make sure that it got to the right person. And I had to wait another hour to get it. And eventually, I did end up getting it. But everybody else had already eaten. And we were planning to go to a panel and the rave after that. No, not the rave. A panel and then something else. And so I had to eat my pizza in a panel. We went to a Danganronpa panel. And it was not great. But they did play a bunch of bangers at the rave, and we couldn't go inside the rave, but we listened to the music outside of it while we drank water. Hi! Thank you. I hope you're having a great week and a great weekend. I care you. But before we got the pizza and resolved the whole issue, I was changing out of Reagan to a different cosplay. Because we had originally planned on getting food, and then once the food was done, we would go to a FNAF meetup, dress as slutty FNAF characters. And so I dressed up as okay, where do I start from this? But because of the whole pizza debacle, I didn't end up being able to go to the FNAF meetup. But I still changed into FNAF cosplay anyways, and my sister was Freddy, and I was slutty Michael Afton. And my friend lent me some shorts, and we rubbed blood all over my body, and I wore a thong for the first time, and fishnets, and it was crazy. Life was wild. I have never felt sluttier in my entire life. I did post some pictures, but only for my close friends, because I'm scared of strangers seeing me shirtless. So yeah, that was Saturday. And then, Sunday, we were much too tired to do anything. Because Saturday, we were out until probably like 1 a.m. Just doing con things. And, Sunday, I don't think we were planning on doing FNAF again, but we were all just too tired to exist. So we just wore, our normal clothes and went to the hall to see if there are any last-minute deals. And there were. So, again, my luck prevails over literally everything. Because on Sunday, no, let me start backwards. On Friday, there was a pair of earrings that I really liked, but I was debating getting them because they were more expensive than, like, usual earrings are because they were handcrafted. You know how it be. And so I was like, man, I'll just wait and see, like, if I see anything else I like in the other places, and if I don't, then I'll come back. And, by Saturday, I was, like, looking through the hall, and, they were gone. And I was like, oh, okay, well, you win some, you lose some, I guess. And they weren't there for, like, most of the day. They weren't there on Saturday, and for, like, the first half of Sunday, they were not there either. But we had gone through the whole center again, and I was sitting down, and I was still thinking about, like, this second pair of earrings that I liked from there. Because this was, like, an earring place. It's, Peachade, Designs. Let me see if I can find... their thing. It's a Peachade shop. They have a lot of earrings and really cute stuff. But, I was thinking about a second pair of earrings that reminded me of Kaya, and they weren't on the internet website, so I was like, oh, I should probably buy them here, because I probably won't be able to get them online. And so I went to go, get the second pair of earrings that I liked, and magically, through some stroke of luck, the earrings that I liked on Friday were there too. And they were having a buy two, get one free deal, so I was like, well... one. Might as well get both in a third one. So... I got some really cool earrings that are very, very cool. And I actually bought 4 pairs of earrings because one pair that I got from the artist alley, they're fish bones. So, yeah. But the main thing about this con is that I was on a pretty big budget because I didn't have as much time to save. But I think that's a better thing because I didn't just buy all of the random shit that I liked that I didn't have a place for. Your con luck is insane so far. Also fish bones. Yeah. So it's like they're dangly earrings, and it's like the fish head and then spinal cord and then the tail. So it looks like a fish bones but in silver. They're not like actual fish bones. But they look pretty cool. But yeah, the what was I gonna say? the con overall was pretty cool. It was much more dead than usual, but I think that's for good reason. AX was last weekend, so I would assume a good portion of people were going to AX in LA instead. That's Anime Expo, if anybody doesn't know. So, yeah. I think that it was an alright time. I prefer smaller cons because I have a tendency to get overstimulated. So, being able to exist in places where people aren't crowding and squishing you into oblivion is really great. Especially with people that I know I'm safe around, which is awesome. I do have to edit the pictures, though, because I do want to post some cute stuff. Especially from the days that I was Catboy Maid Sebastian, because we did get quite a few cute pictures then. But yeah, that's the con experience. I'm just hoping that the next con in August will be just as silly and just as fun and cool. I still need to decide on who I'm gonna be cosplaying for the con in August, because it's 3 days, and I do want to make like a comfier one for Sunday, because I don't want to put too much effort into Sunday outfits. But it will be. I'm manifesting it into the universe right now. Thank you. I appreciate the manifestation. I'm sure that the universe will hear you and it will go, ah, yes. I must provide the best experience for the next one as well. And I hope my luck carries over there too. But I do want to be Livio from Trigun, because I want to see if I can make a little Trigun group for the con in August. But we'll see. We'll see. Either way, there are a ton of cosplays that I need to freshen up and refine until then. So I've got a ton to work on, at least. At the very least, I have the hotel for it, so things will be simple. Looks at you with my big ol' eyes. The thing, simple and clean. Yes. I'm really hoping to do more cosplay stuff soon, because there are a ton of audios that I want to use on TikTok specifically that are silly I want to make them sillier with my silly little outfits and silly little personality. At the current moment, my biggest thing is just trying to figure out how I can balance all of this. Because obviously I do, if you guys don't know, I do shorts for the Anime Man. And I'm taking on a little bit so I can make some extra money. And so I gotta find a way to balance that while also posting some more shorts on my channel and doing some long form stuff and my cosplays. And unfortunately, because of my illnesses, I work a bit slower than a lot of people normally do. So it takes me a bit longer to do things that to do the work. But I'm trying to streamline, trying to be very, very cool and sick. But so is life. You got this. Thank you. I'm gonna do my very, very best. I know that everybody says that shorts is the way to grow on YouTube right now, so I'm hoping to do that. And in order to do that, I have to tap into the silly part of my brain. I have to go in there and I have to go, hey guy, I know there's ideas in there. I need you to tell me. I need you to whisper some of these things to me so that I can make them real. So we'll see what happens. Either way, I will be posting a feature-length video this month. Gotta go into the mines and find diamonds. Yes, exactly. That's what I'm talking about. My Wi-Fi really just doesn't want to connect. It really doesn't want to connect today. We're really fighting right now. But yeah. Those are pretty much my goals, at least. I don't really know if there's much else for me to talk about. The one thing that I really want to do research about is to see if if YouTube will allow me to do cover streams. Because I know YouTube is a bit stricter with the TOS involving people singing music. And so I want to see if it's possible. I want to see if it's possible for me to do my music streams again, because I know that people really liked them. But we'll see. I don't really know how I can check, because every time I check, it's like, oh, YouTube videos. In videos, you're not allowed to do any streams. You're not allowed to do you're not allowed to sing in videos and do covers for videos, because then you'll just get claimed in your videos. And I want to know for live streams. But whatever. Whatever. Who cares, man? But yeah, if you want to see some really cool cosplay pictures and stuff, follow my TikTok at mockspade.cos and my Instagram at mockspade.cos. Because I'm gonna be posting some silly images there. But for now, I think that I've said all I needed to say. And that stream is streaming and all of that. Yeah. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm sorry the stream was on the shorter side. But I will be back on Wednesday for some Danganronpa. I hope you guys have a good rest of your night. And I will see you then. Have a very, very good one. Take care of yourselves, okay? Bye-bye. Secret time. Secret. I don't really have a secret, but I leave you with this. I'm glad it was cozy for you.